What's up, comic fans, and we got a new comic book day haul plus other pickups, and we're gonna get right into these books right after this.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Welcome back. Don't forget to subscribe, hit that notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below, especially if you love the content. Let's get into it. We got a lot of pickups this week, alright? We went to the dollar bin and the quarter bins, and we got some books. So from the dollar bin at one of my local shops, we got Avengers No Surrender $6.75. This is the B cover, I believe. Second printing, sorry. And that's Voyager on the cover, first appearance of Voyager. So we got that for $1. Then we got Ghost Rider number 19. No real big spec about this, but you do have Mephisto in there. I think there's a character called Suicide in here. But anyway, it's just to help complete the run of my Ghost Rider from the 90s. Alright, then we got some quarter books. We got Amazing Man. This is number 12. But I just really dug that cover. So, picked up that guy. There's Amazing Man right there. Alright, what else did we get? For quarter, we got Brigade number 1. This is a Liefeld cover. I think Scott Lobdell also helped on this one. So it's Brigade number 1. This was a short 1-in-4 miniseries. Got that for a quarter. And then for $1, we got Meteor Man number 1. So this is I don't know if you ever saw the movie Meteor Man. This was a comic that Marvel then came out with. And it comes with a newspaper, wrap sheet, and has like a little Meteor Man pin. And this is all still originally bagged. So I thought that was cool for $1. Alright, then we went to another LCS and we got Batman number 11. I think I paid like $3 or $4 for this, not the $5 sticker. This is just to help me finish that new 52 Batman run. I think I'm just one book short, like issue 31 or something like that. So we're almost there with that one. And then we got Hardware number 1. So you know they re-released this Milestone Media in DC. Recently re-released a bunch of these Milestone characters. So I saw this, I think this was 50 cents. Picked that up for 50 cents. And then for $4, I picked up Secret War, book 1 of 5. And I think this is the first appearance of Red Skull's daughter, I think. So anyway, picked that up. Then took a trip into the city. Went to Midtown Comics, New York City. What up? What it do? And we picked up a few books. I got Righteous Thirst for Vengeance number 1, second printing. Yep, second printing on that. Then we got cover pickup, Miles Morales Spider-Man number 32. I've been reading it. It's actually a pretty good series, but I got this one for the cover. I've been reading it on occasion. This is the B cover, I believe. So I got that guy. We picked up another Star Wars High Republic number 11 Peach Momoko cover. It's beautiful. So I got a second one in my collection just in case. We got King Spawn number 3. This is the D cover, I believe. I want to say it's the D cover. This is the Barons. Yeah, D cover. This is the Barons variant. And for regular Spawn, he also did a very similar cover, except you got Violator here. Here you got like an ice cream guy. But this cover has been doing okay on the secondary market. A few people have been picking that up. And then last but not least, we got DC vs. Vampires, the cardstock, but we got it signed by Matthew Rosenberg. And I think the signature is actually under the COA. Yeah, so there it is. Matthew Rosenberg. So we got that. Might be giving that away, we'll see. Alright. Then we got this week's pickup, so let's get into them. We've got White. This is issue 5, not caught up, so we'll talk about that at another time. We got Eat the Rich number 4. This is the B cover. Interesting story. A lot of things happen in this book. See the ring? So it's interesting. Yeah, it keeps sucking me in. I keep waiting for some bigger reveal than what they set this up way early. Like, eat the rich, cannibalism is happening in here, okay, if you didn't know. So I keep waiting for a big reveal. Here they had a pretty big incident happen in this one. Don't want to give it away. Excellent art, excellent writing. Pick it up in trade, I think. When it's all said and done, I think that's a book that'll be excellent to read in trade, all in one shot. All right, Primordial, number 3, Jeff Lemire. Good, it's great actually. I love the art, right? You got Andrea Sorrentino on this, doing excellent work with the art. Jeff Lemire, again, excellent writer. So Jeff Lemire leaves a lot to the imagination, leaves a lot open, doesn't give you all the answers, and again with Primordial, that's kind of what he's doing. This may not be everybody's cup of tea, because we're seeing this through the eyes of a monkey and a dog. So, you know, sometimes it's not a lot of exposition, a lot of explanation, but it's a good story. I definitely recommend it. Check it out. Give it a try. All right, we got Not All Robots, number 4, Mark Russell Deodato on this one, Mike Deodato Jr. Interesting book. It's about robots that get replaced by better robots that look more like humans, that have better empathy chip. And these guys are going crazy. You know, they're striking. They're killing humans because they're upset, and they need to find their place in this world. It is a interesting take on like what if robots took over the world, or you know, tried to integrate and then eventually try to you know, prove they were better than us. It's funny, it's quirky, sometimes it's a little bit too on the button, but I like it. Again, that's another book that you may want to read in trade, but it's only on issue 4 right now, so if you can find it real cheap, pick it up. Alright, next up we got Moon Knight, number 5. We're switching gears from the indies to the big boys. Moon Knight, number 5, good. Jed MacKay's doing an excellent job on this. Steve McNiven's killing these covers. And it's a really good story, and we finally get to see who's the guy who's been messing with Moon Knight up to this point. We get the reveal, and I wouldn't say it was shocking, but it's fun. It'll be fun to see how they play with this. So I guess that's the first appearance of, well, not the true first appearance, but it's the first time we get to know who that villain is, because we've seen this person in the series before, so we get their name. It's the first time they're referred to as their villain name in this book. So Moon Knight number 5, spec book? Probably not. Alright, we got Amazing Spider-Man 78 Beyond. They should have called this was Daughters of the Dragon number 1. There really is no Spider-Man in this book. We just get a Colin Wing and Misty Nighttail in this book, right? So it's a book about them doing something in the book. I'm sure it'll relate to Spider-Man in the comics, or it does relate to Spider-Man in the comics, but it's not a Spider-Man book by any means. Doesn't mean it's bad. It's a good story. Again, we got Jed MacKay on this. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. It's not a Spider-Man book. That's my biggest critique. So they could have called it anything else, but I guess you put Amazing Spider-Man on there, you tie it in, and boom, bigger sales, right? Not a bad book though. I like Misty Knight, Colin Wing as a team. Alright, we're switching gears to the other big guys, DC. We only had 2 books from Marvel this week. Still not caught up on Justice League, but we're on Justice League 69, so good issue. Alright, The Nice House on the Lake, book number 6. Again, not caught up on this. This is going on hiatus till March, so I may just wait a little bit to read these guys. But so far, so good. You know, they give you a lot in the beginning, and then it's just a really good tale. I'm not sure where we are with book 6. Like I said, I'm a little bit behind. But The Nice House on the Lake, very good book by James Tynion. That book will be on hiatus till March, okay? So you can pick up the first 6 books. I'm sure they'll print a trade again. Wait for the trade for that. And then when the rest of the series drops, it's a 12-parter in March. you can catch all up. Next up, we have a really cool cover by this new villain in this. I haven't read it yet, but we have Aquaman Becoming. I've only read issue 1. It was fun. Fun read. You can run, but you can't hide. Play on words. I'm pretty sure that's the villain's name. Not sure. But anyway, cover villain on a book. If he pops, he's on the cover. He's in the issue. Boom. So Aquaman Becoming. Like I said, I read issue 1. Not bad. Not bad. Alright, here's a big book for the week. Superman, Son of Kal-El. This book was hyped like a month ago. But anyway, here we have Superman having his first like kiss from a dude. I think it's his first kiss in the comic from a dude. So bisexual. That's what everybody's selling this book as. That he's bisexual. But overall, let's get past that. It is a really good book. This is Taylor, and he's doing a great job just creating this character and what this iteration of Superman is about, okay? And he's not just about being a symbol, he's about helping at all costs, even if it means putting himself in situations that are dangerous physically or socially. He's going to do what it is to get the job done that's beyond just being a symbol of whatever it is they think people think are PC at the moment. So Superman, Son of Kal-El, good book, regardless of whatever hype was here, which is no, I'm not saying anything bad about it either. I think it's fine. So whatever you take from this book, just know that this is a book about a Superman that's willing to do what he thinks is right, which is not to say original Superman wouldn't do what's right, but he had a little bit more thought behind, oh, if I do that, it may cause an international war, etc. This Superman is just like, you know what, we'll deal with repercussions later. Whether that's a good thing or a bad thing, we'll see in the story. But like I said, Tom Taylor is telling a very good tale in there. The art is really good too. Next up, we got a little funky book. This is a Black Label, I believe, or not, but it's DC Horror. It's called Soul Plumber #1. This is the second print, and this is the Black Light edition. And I really wish I had a black light with me right now, so you can see what this book looks like under black light. But it is it's a really interesting tale. Okay, this is a lot of setup in here, so this plumbing scene here is not happening in the book. Okay. It's a lot of setup. We're getting introduced to the main character, his life, his trials and tribulations. So by the end of this book, we are ready to delve into the story, but we are not in the story when we start this, okay? So this is just the beginnings of the Soul Plumber. It's interesting. Will I buy the next issue? Probably. Is this something I'm interested in keeping long term? At the moment, not really, but we'll see where it goes. I was not in love with the characters that they presented in this book. Some people will be, okay? I know people who have never read a comic who saw this and picked it up, not a huge amount, but I know 2 people who were like, Soul Plumber, this seems interesting, and they don't read comics, but I saw them, you know, at work or in real life with this book, and I was like, you don't read comics, and they're like, but I read this. So this does have an audience, okay? It's quirky. Soul Plumber #1, and also I think it's doing okay on the spec market right now too. So if you see it for cover or less, pick it up. It may be something that's worth something in the future. All right, next up from DC, we got Robin's #1. This is an interesting story. Tim Seeley's here. There is the introduction of a new Robin in this book. Good or bad guy? What do you think? Anyway, it is a good book, good tale. Good art. Got nothing bad to say about it. I like the team dynamic of all the Robins, right? And they're discussing, you know, is being a Robin the right thing? Like, did Batman like scam them, or you know, was it a choice? It's a good book. You get some action. You get some socialization in here. I'd say it's worth a pickup. I was really borderline on this book. Like, I was waffling. I was like, do I want it? Do I not? And it's kind of one of the last books I pulled off the shelf. It was not on my pull. And I'm glad I did pull it. It's a good tale right there. All right, last up, but but not least, we got Fear State Batman 117. Good book. This is a good ending, I think, for Tynan, because I believe 118 is the end of his run, or maybe it ties everything all together, but this was an ending here, right? This was a fin end, the end were good. So I really do think this was the last Tynan book on Batman. Alright, it kind of wraps things up. You've got Batman working with, what's her name? Oh, working with the whole team of people here. I don't know why right now my brain is blinking on the character's name. Especially because I thought this character would be so much cooler. Not that they're not cool. But anyway, I'll rip open the book just so I can show you a picture. Oh, we also have, there is a new, so there's the secondary story. There's a character called the Seer. This is the first appearance of them in a book. So if you're looking for somebody who's like a foil to Oracle, there you go. First appearance there. You can pick up this book. It's still relatively cheap if that character becomes anything. And that's going to tie into the Batgirl series. So that character is going to be like a main villain in the Batgirl series. Alright? But, yeah, so here you got the whole team together. I don't know if you can see that. Which is cool. And then you got Miracle Molly. And that's who I was talking about. Batman's working together with Miracle Molly. And at the end, Miracle Molly's got a question marks too. She's questioning whether what Batman is doing right. Does the city need a reset? Does the city need to start over again? I mean, Gotham City has been reset so many times. It's been through so much. But he convinces Miracle Molly that right or wrong, we make decisions that we hope lead to the best thing. We don't make the decision that could hurt the most people. We make the decision that kind of helps in the whole, not just a very particular section. Batman 117, if you've been reading the story, definitely worth picking up. If you read any part of the story, I think it's definitely worth picking up just so you can see how this story ends. If you did not like the series, you probably aren't going to like the ending, but I say still pick it up to see how this arc of Batman ends. I think it's tied up nicely. Again, excellent art, Jorge Jimenez, killing the interiors. James Tynan, very good writer. You got a very good secondary story by Becky Cloonan in there. Batman 117, pick it up. And Robbins, no Batman in this one, just the mention of his name. But there are a ton of Batman books out there, guys. Let me just say, it was a good week for comics. Not the best week ever, but it was a good week. A good week for solid stories and to just keep up on comics. All right, comic fans. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell. Go ahead and throw me a thumbs up and comment down below if you liked the content. All right, do what you do. I'm gonna do what I do. I'm gonna get ready for next week's books. Peace.